Hi everyone, so today I'll be sharing with you my accepted USC early action essays and my short responses. I did get into USC early action 2023 and it's a non-binding decision. Hey guys, so it was a while since I filmed that video. I believe that was like back in January and right now it is April already. But basically what happened in between is that I was named a USC presidential scholar, and it's only given to maybe around like 100 to 200 people per year, and it basically covers half tuition, and I'll link more information up there. But yeah, so I won that scholarship just using that same application information supplement that I submitted. There was no additional like essay that I needed to complete. And I guess the admissions committee just picks you based on like if you're a good fit for the USC Merit Scholarship. This year was actually the first year that USC initiated their early action plan for admissions, and it's like it's just been really crazy because I know the acceptance rate was extremely low. It was like 6%. I'll put it up here somewhere, and I just wanted to share this video with you guys to show you guys maybe how an accepted USC essay looks like, sort of, and just give you guys inspiration. Again, please do not plagiarize. Only use this for inspiration. So the first essay supplement that USC wants you to write is describe how you plan to pursue your academic interests and why you want to explore them at USC specifically. Please feel free to address your first and second major selections, approximately 250 words. And my first major selection, just for context, is economics. My second one is public policy. So this was what I wrote. Racial injustice, gender analysis, education access. Every second, thoughts in my mind flicker back and forth with synergy, precision, and interconnectedness to form a multi-dimensional view of the world. Only at USC will I be able to continue my inquiry into the unknown due to the Renaissance ideal that the school encourages. With an intended major in economics or public policy, I hope to use my studies to shape education and urban policy to make education more accessible globally and rectify issues surrounding inequality, crime, and poverty for youth who grew up in the inner city, like me. But in order to realize the full potential of this career path, I need to complement my experience with diverse perspectives and experiences through academic seminars, globally minded initiatives, and interdisciplinary study. I look forward to participating in the many global experiences offered, such as the Africa Student Fund, so I can gain a better understanding of their cultures, customs, and needs, particularly in relation to devising policy to increase education access for youth. To supplement this experience, I want to be a Schaefer Fellows in Government Service and take global youth culture to be part of the movement towards youth advocacy. By complementing my education with a minor in journalism, I'll be able to fulfill my childhood aspiration to learn the diverse and real stories of everyday people, which may be a bizarre but perfect combination of interests that will enable me to take on the world with full force. So just some analysis is that I kind of name dropped a lot of courses I liked, the experiences that were offered, and also I tried to make it very personalized to USC by mentioning how they have the Renaissance ideal, which is like taking multidisciplinary courses and programs, and I thought that that would just kind of make my essay stand out a bit. And I also like tied it into why I belong to USC and why the USC is like the best fit for me based on my previous experiences in a way. So yeah, that's kind of just some tip, but I hope this helps. So the next section that USC asked for is just a bunch of like short response questions. So the first one was describe yourself in 3 words, and what I wrote was knowledge devouring polymath, quirky trailblazer, optimist. The next one was what is your favorite snack, and I put bark thins, snacking, chocolate, dark chocolate. And then the next one was best movie of all time, and I put minions, adorable, charming, and apolitical in a world sowed with divisions. My next one was dream job, and I put food taste tester. Food bridges cultures and it's yummy, so why not? Next is if your life had a theme song, what would it be? And I put Sunday best. My motto is about approaching life with grace, positivity, and resilience. Next is dream trip, and I put outer space to experience the manifestations of previous generations who broke the possible. Next one is what TV show will you binge watch next? I put Capital One College Bowl. Maybe one day I'll be up there competing for the Trojans. The next one is which well-known person or fictional character would be your ideal roommate? And I put Malala. I'm sure there will be endless talk about shared realities united by differing experiences. Next one is favorite book, and I put When Breath Becomes Air, a touching memoir about courage and beauty that exist in life and death. Next one is if you could teach a class on any topic, what would it be? And I put theory of knowledge. It's fundamental, but we all need to be aware of its limits. So I hope that helped a bit, and I believe that USC has these like short takes because they just want to know more about your personality in a very like short and concise way. So in this part, you can kind of see that I'm sort of quirky. I like minions. I kind of am positive about my own life in a way, and I'm kind of like intellectual, I guess. I like watching college quiz bowls. I guess I'm quirky, I'm a trailblazer, and I kind of care about topics that relate to politics, epistemology, and food and positivity and positive psychology, stuff like that. So I guess just be really honest and I don't know, just say whatever comes to your mind. And I know that sometimes you might just take it on face value. Like for the best movie of all time short take, I was gonna put like just Minions, but I feel like it will be more enlightening for the missions officers to see the why behind it in a very short matter. So I wrote something like they're adorable, charming, and blank, and they're apolitical in a world that's full of political polarization, which kind of sheds more into my personality a bit. So I hope that helps. Okay, so the last USC supplement that they asked about was many of us have at least one issue or passion that we care deeply about, a topic on which we could love to share opinions and insights in hopes of sparking intense interest and continued conversation. If you had 10 minutes and the attention of 1 million people, what would your talk be about? And this is 250 words, and this is what I wrote. The chirping noise of the birds and the buzzing bees outside of the small, roomy interior woke her up. She rubbed her eyes and yawned lazily as the sky outside was consumed by blackness. The day before, she had to walk a few miles to fetch water, and now she felt a weird weight on her head from not sleeping enough. Looking across the room towards her snoring siblings, she gently tapped them to wake up. One after another, they shuffle across the room, packing up their bags as they start their 5-hour trek to get to school. Watching a documentary about kids who lived in isolated villages and have to walk several miles to get to school baffled and angered me. Education is universally known as a ticket to upward mobility, training for service, and citizenship, yet many kids from around the globe who live in rural villages still don't have reliable access to primary education due to marginalization and long-standing inequality. This impedes the individual student's ability to improve their living standards and jeopardizes these nations' economic and social development. To solve this issue, we need to reconsider the methods in which education is administered. by increasing technology access, improving infrastructure, and consolidating schools for efficiency and quality education opportunities. Although 10 minutes is not enough to touch upon the entire scope of the issue, it will be enough for us to take the first steps in allowing budding dreams to flourish. So for this, my take, well, what I did in the beginning was I kind of painted a picture in the admissions officer's head about like what this issue is about. I tried to kind of describe it vividly so they kind of get like the emotional connection to this issue that I'm passionate about, which is sort of education, inequality, and then I kind of went more into why it's a problem and why it's kind of like something that we should care about, and then I went over like the solution in a way, and then I talked about like in the ending I kind of concluded with like, but this will be enough for us to take the first steps even though it's not like a full solution. So I hope that helps.